Meet CAS. Intuitive, powerful. CAS performs candidate searches quickly and efficiently. The average search consumes over $20,000 in faculty and staff hours. CAS reduces the time and costs associated with search and selection by identifying top candidates quickly. Let's get started. To do a new search, click Employers in the center of the page. On this page, click Search Organizer. This opens the Welcome to CAS page. Click the Log On to Your Account link at the top. If you are a new user, click Yes, I'm a new user. Create a username and password. Enter your name and email address. Click Continue. If you are an existing user, enter your username and password. On the next page, choose New Search. This takes you to the Create a Search page. The first box is Search Name. Put the position in this box. For example, Adjunct Professor for Chemistry or Professor of English Literature. The search description box is optional. In this box, you can put the job description. In the search identification box, put your university search identification if it has been assigned. In the keyword box, enter any words you want the key ranking tool to use in sorting your candidate list. Key ranking is Academic Key's program that automatically sorts your candidates for review. Key ranking does not necessarily list the best candidates from best to worst. We feel only human scoring can determine the best candidate. It does sort them from high to low based on your keywords. Candidates that appear at the top of the list will have the highest amounts of matching keywords in their resumes. Use this sorting order as a method to determine how to review the candidates. See the CAS methodology page for details. The CAS methodology is a blueprint for finding the best candidate. Next is basic information. For your convenience, the most common types of information are pre-checked. Check any others important to your search. The next box is the Additional Information to Collect box. In this box, enter any other pertinent information such as memberships, number of publications, or number of years in academia. Click the Continue button. The next section is where you set your criteria and permissions. First, in this section, you will set up your unique criteria and scoring method. This is the most important part of the process. It is where you enter the unique criteria for the position. This criterion is a foundation for determining an aggregate score for each candidate. The more criteria you enter, the better the differentiation between candidates. Examples of the types are the frequency of publication, number and size of grants, evidence of leadership, non-academic experience, plays produced, number of screenplays, acting roles, patents, and presentations. Once you've entered the criteria, you need to set the scale. Do this by clicking the down arrow in the scale box and selecting the scoring system best suited for the criteria. The default is A+, A-, B+, B, B-, etc. This scale may or may not be sensitive enough, or you may prefer a scale from 1 to 100. Tip: try to use at least 5 unique criteria. It will help you in differentiating the candidates. If you want to add more scoring criteria, click More Grades at the bottom of the page and a new Grades page opens. If you wish to weight your criteria, click Advanced Options. Weighting is an additional means to differentiate candidates based on their experience. A new page opens with your criteria with a Waiting for Composite Grade section. Enter the weight you wish to assign the criteria. Do this for each criteria you want to have a weighting. In the Advanced Options box, check the options you want. If you have weighted criteria, be sure to check the Composite Score box. Next, you need to decide whether committee members can send messages to candidates. By default, this is unchecked. The next box is the Composite Score. This is the score based on all the grades of each criteria adjusted by any weighting you have assigned. If you want a composite score, and in most cases you will, you must also select a scoring system. This is identical to the scoring system in the Set Criteria section. The next box is Candidate Status. In this box, you may decide the status of a candidate at any time. There are 4 options. Interview, these are the top tier candidates you want to interview. Backup, these are the next tier of candidates. Intermediate, these candidates are qualified but did not score as well as the others, and unqualified is self-explanatory. The default is yes. The last box is Search Averages. Checking this lets all committee members view the overall average composite scores of the candidates. By default, this is checked. If you do not want committee members to view the overall average composite scores, you must uncheck this. When you're done, click Continue. Clicking Continue opens up the Search Created page. On this page, you can add candidates, invite other committee members, or evaluate candidates and produce reports. These pages are covered in the Candidate Evaluation video.